Okay, so we've got the first official week under the We Are Now new WWE. So we'll go through this and we'll look at it from a standpoint of going, have the division gotten better, worse, stayed the same? We'll do tag division first. So on Raw, for your tag division, Revival's taking on Rude and Gable next week because they pinned the wrong guy in their title match. Okay, continuity, makes sense, it'd be a good match. So that's good. Rhino got rehired. I feel like we're missing a story beat somewhere. And then Rhino and Slater lost to the team of the Singh brothers and Jinder Mahal. Okay. Then over on SmackDown, the New Day opened the show saying they're in the Royal Rumble. Okay. And they're still trying to make Shane McMahon and Miz a tag team thing. So 1 week into this, they're about where they were. No real progress. About the same. Women's division. Okay. On Raw, we got to see Natalya and Ronda Rousey take on Tamina and Nia Jax. Not a fresh matchup. Didn't really feel any different from previous matches that we've seen, where it's Ronda and Friend versus Nia and Tamina. Or Ronda versus Nia or Tamina. Stuck in neutral there. The Riot Squad took on Sasha, Bayley, and Friend. This was never good. We've seen this match a lot of times. One of the benefits, though, is now they've introduced the idea of women's tag belts. We're seeing more tandem moves, so that's good. It actually was a better match out of those six, but we've seen it way too many times. So, barely making progress, still relatively neutral. On the SmackDown side, multiple segments. Who's taking on Asuka? It could either be Carmella, who's already in the Royal Rumble match at number 30, Charlotte, or Becky Lynch. Okay. Rematch from SummerSlam. Cool with that. That'll work. John Cena was in the ring. I was like, who's going to come down and get in John Cena's face? It was Becky Lynch. Becky Lynch held her own against John Cena, which then led to John Cena and Becky Lynch taking on Andrade Cien Almas and Selena Vega in a mixed tag match. With Becky and John doing a good job and getting the victory. John had his hand out like, good job, Becky. She was like, oh, I can't see you, John. You know, that is good. That's a passing the torch moment. That is really putting Becky head and shoulders above other women. And I guess all the superstars. Finally got to see Naomi versus Mandy. Oh, swerve! Because of the mind games. Ended up being Naomi, Sonya Deville. And since Mandy's playing mind games, Sonya Deville got the pinfall on Naomi. You know? Gave them something to do. Again, on SmackDown, all the women have something going on. They kind of talk about becoming the tag champs. Good for them. So SmackDown actually did a pretty good job with their women. But they've done good jobs in the past. So while this was still pretty good, it still is kind of true to form for them. So women, yeah, again, kind of making some progress. So I'd say the women are slightly better off. Slightly. But on Raw, the women's division was, if you're not taking Ronda Rousey, you're in some throwaway tag match. And on SmackDown, they at least tried to do secondary stories. So some of our tag belts, women's division, marginally better. Marginally better. You need to see what Raw does with Alexa Bliss and a talk show. So who knows, might be seeing things actually progress forward more on the women's side. Mid-card titles. On the Raw side, Seth Rollins is like, I'm coming for that championship. I want my rematch. Triple H. No mandatory rematches. Shane. We're doing the Battle Royal for a shot tonight. Battle Royal was good. It was an exciting Battle Royal. Crowd actually got into it. They liked seeing, Ryder get farther along in it. It was horrible that Balor wasn't farther along. I mean, Balor did a good... he was farther along. Balor went pretty far. Ryder went pretty far. Hawkins went pretty far. And Apollo Crews winning actually was pretty good. And seeing Crews take on Dean Ambrose, not a bad match. Worked well. It was something new, something different. You got to have Apollo Crews show off that he's, a freak athlete. Not bad. Seth Rollins being denied his championship shot was given the opportunity to take on Bobby Lashley. Was doing well. Then he snapped and beat Lashley with a steel chair. Pummeled Leo Rush. That's actually we got fresh matchups, and it seems like they're actually kind of trying to progress. Dean's going to move on to somebody else. Okay, build up somebody. It's fine. Seth Rollins flat out said that he's coming after Brock Lesnar, whoever's in his way. Okay, that's good. That's good. That works into the Universal title. Good. That now means then that Seth can move forward. I like that. That works well. On the SmackDown side, Rusev is your new champion. He's doing the handsome Rusev gimmick. Okay, I can deal with that. It's attacked by Nakamura. Inadvertently kind of hits his wife. Nakamura takes advantage. The title was on TV. It's on a champion who they'll actually put on TV more than once a month. That's looking up for the mid-card title on SmackDown, which they've done nothing with. So I'd say for mid-card belts, we got some fresh matchups, and they appear to have storylines. Cool. That's progress. Big belts. So Drew McIntyre flat out killed Dolph Ziggler and then said, I'm going to the Royal Rumble, and I'm going for the Universal Championship. Good. Gives him something to do. Next week, we're going to get to see Brock Lesnar showing up. Well, it is his first big paycheck of the year, so it makes sense. As will Braun Strowman. It's okay. So having Brock at least show up. Because now we're at the time when we'll see Brock fairly often, because he'll be there for Royal Rumble. He might do like a fast lane match and then WrestleMania. So it seems like they're actually trying to put people in place. Whether it's Rollins and Lesnar, whether it's McIntyre, Lesnar, Strowman, Lesnar, whether it could be Rollins taking on Lesnar while you've got Strowman and McIntyre, feuding over who gets the scraps. Maybe do some with Lashley and put Lashley in the mix. Lashley, Brock is a matchup that makes sense on paper. So at least they're kind of trying to move pieces around to do something with the Universal Champion. So I guess that's progress. We're progressing up. On the SmackDown side, they did a Fatal 5-Way match to decide who's taking on Daniel Bryan. But to find number 5, they did a singles match. So Hardy took on Joe. Felt kind of clunky. Like they should have just done the count-out victory for Joe. But then Jeff Hardy got into the ring and got choked out by Joe. So that meant that our main event match was a Fatal 5-Way. Orton. Orton Daniel Bryan would work. Joe Daniel Bryan would really work. Mysterio. That's an interesting match. That'd actually be really good. That's a marquee match too. Mustafa Ali, who pinned Daniel Bryan last week. AJ Styles. The match was a great Fatal 5-Way. They did a good job showing, what happens if you were to have Mysterio and AJ Styles? Mysterio taking on Mustafa Ali. Ended up being the winner, being the new, more aggressive AJ Styles. Okay, so it's a match that we will now see for the 3rd time in a row. Okay. They put on good matches, so I'm fine with that. We're now seeing a slightly different attitude coming from AJ Styles. There were a lot of fresh matches they could have been, but I think that putting AJ Styles in this match, it allows AJ to not be in the Royal Rumble match. And then I think since they're pushing like a McMahon sort of Styles feud, that they're probably going that way. And that one feels like it's about where it was. So overall, tag belts, Tag division doesn't feel like we made a real progress. Women's division barely made progress. Mid-card belt, making some progress. Big title, making some progress. So overall, we're making mild baby steps forward. Are we to the point where we're good? No, we've gone from garbage to the mid-okay range. With some moments that actually stick out, it's pretty good. The John Cena interacting with Becky Lynch was very good. Next week, John Cena's on Raw. Who will he get punked out by next week on Raw? Who knows? Maybe we'll see Ronda Rousey and John Cena have a bit. I don't know. Maybe John Cena will take on Dean Ambrose for the IC title. I don't know. They've got a lot of things going forward that seem like they make sense. And at least they're in the process of trying.